We've all heard it, right? Nothing can go faster than light. It's the universe's ultimate speed limit. But what if I told you that the universe kinda cheats on its own rules every single day? Today, we're gonna dive into the weird loopholes in physics that seem to allow for faster than light travel and uncover the one simple, elegant principle that sorts it all out. Okay, so first things first, let's lay down the law, the absolute non-negotiable rule of the cosmos. No physical thing, nothing carrying mass or energy or any useful information can locally travel faster than light. And look, this isn't just some tech problem we haven't solved yet. It's baked into the very fabric of spacetime itself. It's as fundamental as gravity. But right, if that law is so ironclad, then how do we explain all the weirdness out there? Physics is just full of these phenomena that look like they're totally ignoring the cosmic speed limit, just blowing right past it. I mean, we're talking about things like quantum entanglement, where you can have two particles linked across the entire galaxy and their states are instantly correlated. Or just the expansion of the universe itself, where distant galaxies are flying away from us faster than light. Heck, even sci-fi dreams like warp drives have a real foothold in physics. How can any of this be real if the rule is unbreakable? Well, that's the puzzle we're here to solve. And the solution, it turns out, is just beautiful. It's so elegant. It all comes down to one crucial difference, a distinction between two types of things in the universe, transport and structure. So first up is transport. This is exactly what you think it is. It's movement. It's a baseball, a spaceship, a photon, something physical going from point A to point B. The key thing here is that it's carrying stuff, usable information, energy, mass. You can think of it like a mail carrier physically driving a letter across town. The carrier and the letter are both stuff moving through space. Structure, on the other hand, is a whole different ballgame. It's not about moving stuff at all. It's about the underlying rules of the game, the geometry of the map, the relationships between things. So if transport is the mail carrier driving on the road, structure is like instantly redrawing the map so that point B is suddenly right next to point A. The carrier didn't break any speed limits, but the relationship, the very structure between A and B was changed in an instant. Okay, this right here, this is the key to the whole thing. These are the new rules. Transport moves physical stuff, it carries information you can use, and it is absolutely 100% limited by the speed of light to protect causality. But structure, it just changes relationships. It doesn't send a controllable signal, so guess what? It's not bound by the speed of light. And here's the kicker. Both of these things preserve causality. This is the insight that unlocks everything. So now that we have our brand new classification engine, this powerful idea of transport versus structure, let's go back to our list of rule breakers and see what's really going on under the hood. First up, the classic spooky action at a distance that gave even Einstein a headache, quantum entanglement. You've got two particles forever linked, no matter how much space you put between them. When we run this through our framework, we find that entanglement is pure structure. Why? Because you can't actually use it to send a message. Yeah, the particles are correlated instantly, but you don't know the state of your particle till you measure it. By then, your friend across the universe has measured theirs, and the moment is gone. It's an update to a relationship that was already there. It's not transporting any stuff. So, our verdict? Totally permitted. All right, next on the list, the universe itself. How in the world can the galaxy way out on the edge of everything be moving away from us faster than the speed of light? And again, it's a change in structure. That galaxy isn't firing up its engines and blasting through space faster than light. No way. The fabric of space-time between us and it is expanding. It's our map analogy all over again. The map itself is stretching out, which makes the distance between 2 points grow. It's a structural change, not transport. So the verdict is, you guessed it, permitted. And now for the big one, the one everybody wants to know about, the warp drive. Is it pure science fiction, or could it actually fit inside our rules? You're not going to believe this, but a warp drive is also a structural phenomenon. Concepts like the Alcubierre drive, they work by messing with the geometry of space-time itself, squishing it in front of the ship and stretching it out behind. The ship, meanwhile, just sits there in its little bubble of normal space, never breaking the light speed limit locally. It's the map that moves, not the ship on the map. So verdict? Permitted, at least in theory. Okay, so we've seen what the universe allows, but what would a real violation look like? What is absolutely, positively, 100% forbidden? Let's take a look at the classic sci-fi trope, sending a controllable, faster-than-light message. And here we find it, the hard line. A controllable, faster-than-light signal is pure, uncut transport. It is a direct attempt to move usable information, to send stuff, faster than the cosmic speed limit. It smashes right into that foundational rule for physical carriers. The verdict is loud and clear. Violation. This is the one thing the laws of physics just will not allow. So why is nature so unbelievably strict about this one rule? It's because the stakes are so much higher than just getting somewhere fast. Forbidding FTL transport is essential to the logical consistency of reality itself. It connects physics, causality, and even the ultimate limits of what's possible to compute. So why the strictness? Well, here's where it gets wild. If you could send a controllable FTL signal, special relativity guarantees that from someone else's perspective, that signal would arrive before you even sent it. That's not just weird, that's a full-blown paradox, a causal loop. And it leads to insane results, like giving a computer the answer to a question before it even starts to think about it. And this slide just shows you how completely reality-shattering that would be. All of our computers, from your phone to the biggest quantum supercomputers we can dream up, they all play by a certain set of rules. They solve problems in a class we can understand. But a machine with a faster-than-light signal, a causality-breaking oracle, it wouldn't just be faster. It would be playing a different sport entirely, with a godlike power to solve problems that should be fundamentally impossible. Nature forbids FTL transport because it would literally break logic. So, does this all mean our big dreams of amazing new technologies are dead in the water? Not even close. It just tells us where we need to be looking. The future isn't about breaking the laws of transport, it's about mastering the laws of structure. This is the real frontier, metric engineering, the kind of thinking behind a warp drive. Learning to exploit the weird but powerful structural rules of things like quantum mechanics. Designing totally new kinds of computers that use the geometry of information itself. The next giant leap for humanity won't come from building a faster engine, but from learning how to redraw the map of reality. And I think this idea just sums it all up perfectly. Understanding this framework, this deep difference between the stuff that moves and the rules that govern that movement, it isn't about telling us what we can't do. It's about showing us which doors are actually real. It points us away from the dead-end paradoxes and toward the truly mind-blowing possibilities woven right into the structure of our universe.